Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023. And we begin with Cape Cod, Massachusetts, finding itself on a list that's raising eyebrows and maybe a few goosebumps. According to a just-released study, the popular vacation destination is not only a hotspot for humans, it's also a favorite among great white sharks. That these toothy tourists like to visit in the summer and fall has been known for decades. What's new is the numbers. The Atlantic White Shark Conservancy, UMass Dartmouth, and the state's Fisheries Division have determined that 800 of the beasts spent time around the Cape during a recent 4-year period, making it one of the biggest and busiest watery shark parks in the world. The study is the first ever great white population estimate for the Northwest Atlantic, and researchers hope their findings help bring awareness to shark conservation efforts. Great whites are an endangered species with fewer than 4,000 left on the planet. The U.S. women's national soccer team has made it to the knockout round of the World Cup, but just barely. Playing against a club it's beaten 10 times in a row, the best they could muster yesterday was a scoreless draw. And if not for Portugal missing a stoppage time shot by inches, the U.S. would be out entirely. Going in, they were the favorite. Now, not so much, with analysts calling their play lackluster and uninspired. Adding to the drama, post-game pictures of the team celebrating with selfies and dancing that didn't sit well with former captain Carly Lloyd, who directed her criticism right at the players. "I have never witnessed something like that. The player of the match was that post. You were lucky to not be going home right now." The next game for the women is Sunday. Universally recognized and universally confusing. That's the sentiment around the Chasing Arrows recycling symbol on the bottom of plastic containers, and the reason it might soon get tossed. According to CBS News, a growing body of research suggests that plastic recycling isn't working, with one study suggesting as little as 5% of plastic gets reused. Now the Environmental Protection Agency may ditch the arrows in favor of a solid triangle with numbers meant for professional plastic sorters and not the general public. Kate O'Neill, a California professor who studies the politics of waste, says a new symbol is a start, but cutting down on plastics would be better. "I've never had a conversation with people like, 'Oh no, plastics are wonderful and we just need to use more of them,'" Ms. O'Neill told CBS. "Everybody is like, 'Nah, it's getting into the ocean. This is no good.'" Mattel, the maker of Barbie, agrees. Yesterday, the company announced that by 2030, it will be plastic-free across its entire toy line. "We have made more than 1 billion plastic Barbies, and enough is enough," the CEO said in a press release. "With our plastic-free commitment, we denounce the empty promises of plastic recycling. Only sustainably produced toys can provide sustainable joy." In addition to Barbies, the move includes Hot Wheels, American Doll, and Fisher-Price. All will swap out plastic in favor of bamboo, algae, and seaweed. It's not often that a zoo has to reassure visitors that its animals are real, but that's what it's come to in China. Chow News reports that 20,000 visitors a day are flocking to Hangzhou to see a Malaysian sun bear named Angela that went viral for standing remarkably upright in her enclosure. So upright that many who viewed the video were convinced it was a human in a costume. Doubters also pointed to Angela's super skinny legs and rolls of folded fur that look more like an ill-fitting bear suit. All the hubbub prompted the zoo to release a statement this week saying Angela is real, no one could survive the 100-degree heat in a costume, and that most people just don't understand sun bears, which stand only 4 feet tall and have extra skin so they can spin away from grabby predators. That's it for KidNuz this morning. Now our KidNuz quiz. According to a new study, what's the new hotspot for great white sharks? Cape Cod, Massachusetts. When does the U.S. women's soccer team play next? On Sunday. Which company vows to go plastic-free by 2030? Mattel, the maker of Barbie and Hot Wheels. A zoo in China is trying to convince visitors that what kind of animal is not a human in a costume. A Malaysian sun bear. In today's Kid News Kicker, some famous faces are temporarily leaving the limelight to see how the rest of the world makes a living. Most recently, pop star Ed Sheeran, who slung hot dogs for hungry patrons at the Wiener Circle in Chicago, Illinois, just hours ahead of his Saturday concert. Before that, Prince William prepped and served veggie burgers from a food truck in London. Singer Lana Del Rey picked up a shift at a Waffle House in Alabama, and comedian David Letterman bagged groceries and cleaned up messes at a Hy-Vee grocery store in Iowa. And while Mr. Sheeran may have started his day humbly enough, he ended it with bragging rights. According to a tweet from the venue, his show at Soldier Field broke an all-time attendance record with 73,000 people. That was enough to outdo Taylor Swift, who had performed a few weeks earlier, and Beyoncé, who rocked the house the previous weekend. Parents, a quick reminder that sponsorships are once again available. All the information is on our website. And teachers, don't forget to sign up for shoutouts. The form is in our teacher's lounge at kidnews.org. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you all back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.